First carry now for the former Badger,
Hold
Jonathan
on.
Taylor. And up to the 35.
Which I'm done. I get it out. Oh, you got to walk past me.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run.
Oh. Hold on, let me turn this on too.
Let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Come on, hey, come get some.
Here's Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And he's got room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. First down, Hannah. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. On 1st and 10, Hannah. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Looking to throw on second down. Hannah. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver.
What you mean?
That just means his confidence is going to
Go
continue
downstairs.
to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. DeForest Buckner in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Hannah. Steps. Oh, the pressure.
Get your monkey butt out of town. Trying to run with that quarterback. Got him.
Defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
As soon as he tried to boogie out that pocket.
As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. 3-0 after 1.
Jonathan Taylor been bugging too, boy. I said this yesterday, boy. He's running like Chubb, boy.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And
on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge.
Now this is another league.
AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the
JT
bottom
different
of
over
the
here,
AFC.
boy.
But you know what they say, especially at this point of the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals.
Oh, that's what I'm about to do.
Players are probably just better, and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Now Murray. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys a great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor.
Yo, this human joystick serious. Here, you can change direction so fast.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
Oh, he dropped the ball. Come on, man. Wide open pass. He drops the ball.
Following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs.
That's right, Ellison.
Well.
You did your job.
If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Block for me. You got hurt. But that was positive yardage, baby. Let's go.
The give to Taylor.
Oh, it's over. He got it. He lit. He got his joint lit. Oh. Freight train.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up.
So you know he breaking tackles.
The first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise,
that first tackle, he breaking that. And don't let it be that one tackle he needs to break is that one where he going after that. That was it. Broke it.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Don't go this way. Give me that damn ball about to get in the game now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hannah. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
That's terrible.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mike spot board, Mike spot board, Mike spot board. Man, 80. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Now it's the backup Darnold. Looking left side, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Darnold. And this one is incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Throwing on 1st down. Hannah. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing.
Right,
They
but
will
nah.
get the football
The
first as the
Forest
3rd
book
quarter
nah.
is underway. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard
Quiddy
line.
Pay. Quiddy,
Make
let's
that
go.
now 8 sacks for him on the
Quiddy, let's
season.
go. Let's see what we're doing here.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Back to throw. Hannah being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 24. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
Take it in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
To throw on 2nd down. Hannah. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hannah. He finds his man. Complete. It's Baker.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And fights through one man.
And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Three receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Hannah throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Hannah.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball. Because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
That must be whoever it is.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
What you mean? Nah, that door is locked, Cat.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Yeah, it be like that sometimes.
To throw is Darnold. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
He true a
well, we may be looking at the scoreboard. This offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Darnold on first down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. And he's got it. And the Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Panda. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Hannah. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Evades the tackler, and now some space. There he goes left side.
What the heck is that?
And all the way
That was a weird score
Touchdown,
just now.
New England. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Play action. It's Darnold. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Colts. Harris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win
column. He's been an offside. That's why I was like, what?
Now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Hannah throwing the out route incomplete. It's Stewart. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be? It got his man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for Indy. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Darnold completes it. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. To the air again, Darnold. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
What's his speed?
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
What is he, a wide receiver? That's probably why. How old is he?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Into the secondary, past the 40. Powering his way forward, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Darnold. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Colts send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. On first down, Hannah. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass him.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
That's right, Hawk smash.
Look at the big man.
Look at the big man rumble.
That should just about do it. Return to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And
He's still before my time.
Two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3.